Just make sure this thing is rocking and on. Let's see if you guys are with me here. I'm here, I'm live. Hey guys, what's going on? JeramieLu Photography. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm in the office today doing some editing using the Mevo, so I wanted to try to change the setup just a little bit to get you guys going here and hanging out with me. We're going to do a fun little talk today, and I'm going to keep this at a 30-minute stream. Trying to do these a couple times a week to keep you guys fresh and going and hanging out with me. While you're here, I have my live chat set up, so go ahead and just type some stuff, talk to me, let's have a convo. If there's anything in the future that you guys want to hang out and talk about, or anything that's bugging you, feel free to send me an email, comment below. I'll totally find it and I'll figure it out. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. If you're not new to the channel, you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I think I'm like 20 people away from rocking an amazing 1K subscriber list, so I'm super excited about that. And if you are here, like I'm about to do, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps me out greatly. Oh, thank you. Whoever's watching right now just gave me a thumbs up right when I did it. That was freaking creepy. But thank you so much for that. So we're starting a little bit early. I put this everywhere, so hopefully people are here. Feel free to share this as well. Hit that share button to the right of the like. Let's get some people in this convo. But today is kind of a funny thing. If you guys are watching this on Facebook, go to YouTube. People are commenting on Facebook, but I don't think you can watch directly from there. Oh, I think you can. People are just commenting, but comment on the YouTube channel because that's where I'm watching the live chat, guys. So I'm going to be editing a wedding right now. I'm trying to catch up with stuff. I'm editing an amazing wedding, the Rogers wedding. Brittany, if you're watching, I'm editing your wedding right now. It's happening. I get to scour through a lot of social media on my downtime, and as I'm scouring through, I get to watch a lot of, let's say, articles on things. So F-Stoppers came out with a really cool article, and I'm going to read you guys a little bit of it. And basically, the title is, this is from fstoppers.com, Bride generously offers her wedding to be photographed for free. Now, I've seen this a lot, and I've seen this a lot and everywhere and a lot and everywhere, and it's freaking annoying. Hey, evening from the UK. What time is it in the UK? Thanks for hanging, man. So, I see this a lot. There is a group of I want to say women, but I'm sure dudes do it too. There's a group of people that will try to get everything for free using the exposure medium, right? And I believe this is kind of our fault. But let me read you guys the article, and then we'll kind of talk about it. So, a newly engaged woman is offering a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a photographer to expand their portfolio by shooting a dream wedding for no charge. Got it? She's not going to charge you guys at all to shoot her wedding. Chloe Vanderberg of Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, is in search of a photographer who wishes to seize a 11:10 p.m. It is 3:10 p.m. right now, so you're 8 hours ahead of us. Canada in search of a photographer who wishes to seize a rare opportunity to create beautiful images that they can use for their portfolio for marketing purposes. She has recently published advertisements on social media and popular classified ads. She says, we aren't really interested in amateur photographers. She's a 28-year-old nurse. We are looking for someone with a good amount of experience who would like to take advantage of prime opportunity to create amazing photos that they can use to promote their wedding photography. It's a win-win. We'll get beautiful wedding photos, and photographer will be granted shared copyright ownership so you can use their photos and generate more business. Guys, as I'm reading this, I get a little bit upset because, hey Hannah, I'm so confused. LOL, since when do we pay clients? That's the thing, right? I hope to God that they do not. I'm gonna put the link to this in the description here, so if you guys want to read it, you can. I hope to God. I'll actually put it in after. It won't let me do it right now. That nobody books this. Nobody does this. So how this is working is she's taking the exposure aspect, right? But she's taking the exposure aspect to a different level because basically she's trying to get people that have experience, like me, to shoot her wedding for free so that I can use shared copyright. Hopefully you guys caught that because I own the photos that I shoot. She doesn't get copyright just because I shoot it. She has to purchase that copyright through me. That's a huge thing. But I'm starting to see this a lot, guys. I'm starting to see brides actually create books, create Craigslist ads, create little ads. So let me know what you guys think. If you saw this, would you entertain it at all? Is this something that you would look at it and go, maybe I could? Let's take it a step further. What if they paid for you to travel? What if it was in France? And they were like, you know what? I'll pay for your travel. I'll pay for everything, which is not what this lady's offering, but I will pay for you to come here and you shoot everything for free. Different way of thinking about it, but kind of the same thing, right? The fact that she's not interested in amateur photographers, she's nitpicking. It sounds like a huge wedding from what it sounds like. It sounds like an amazing, entertaining, ginormous wedding that she's paying a lot of money for. The only thing is she's not paying for the photography. So she knows that photography is important, but she could care less about the photographer's wallet. And that is the issue at hand. This article has 1,300 shares, 13.72K, 13,000 shares. And a lot of photographers are kind of going crazy, and I'm kind of in the same boat. And what I also found out after reading this, and let's read a little bit more here. Vanderberg explained that she will be quite selective in choosing a photographer that fits her style, which she describes as vintage modern portraits that are posed, but still candid. She already has her entire wedding itinerary completely planned out. The ceremony will take place over a dark church with stained glass windows and high ceilings, the reception being held in a local community fire hall. She plans on applying her own makeup and making sure she looks exactly the way she wants. She also indicated that her wedding photos are going to be a result of a group effort. Whether this lady pays for you guys to be there or not, or a photographer, I want you to kind of listen to that, what I just read. This chick is crazy. Type A. How can you expect a photography to be creative when you don't let them be creative? I just picture this bride sending lists, sending, or maybe the day of having prints out and just saying this is exactly what I need, what I want, and not really enjoying the day. Ultimately, she's not going to be happy. She's going to be a bridezilla. She's going to be that bride that's going to request money back even if she didn't pay you any money. She's going to say you ruined her day, bad Yelp review, and this is a type of client that we stay away from. For all of you newer photographers that are joining me today and feel like you have to take every single client that comes your way, don't. Please do not. It almost is more stressful to take somebody that is going to complain and do a bad Yelp review of you rather than and pay you a lot of money than take somebody that pays you a little bit of money but loves you and is a hero for you, right? So I want you guys to don't take everything that comes your way, guys, please. I would do it for the famous person's wedding if we had an agreement that she would post and tag me. Hannah, sadly, usually the more famous they are, the less photographers know. They'll a lot of non-disclosure agreements. You don't own the photos, they own the photos, which isn't always a bad thing. You just have to charge accordingly. So for instance, in the game, we always say we multiply by 10. So if you charge, $2,500 for a wedding, if you shot a celebrity's wedding and they get to keep all the photos, $25,000. That's what you'd put at it. You get no photos. You don't get to say in it. You don't get to put in your portfolio. It's like you shoot it. They have an awesome time. They can sell it to whoever they want. They can put it in People Mag. You're not going to see anything from it. So as long as you make enough money from that, you're fine. All right, she goes on to say, we rented over 100 tablet devices. People. Okay, we rented over 100 tablet devices that guests will be able to pick up on the way into the ceremony. They can use them to take their own photos throughout the day. They'll leave their tablets with us before they leave for the night. This way we'll get to relive our wedding day from the perspective of each of our guests. So you're giving everybody a tablet, which is on an iPhone, which is a tablet, right? Which is a tablet, and they can do this your whole wedding. That's what they can do. And so during the ceremony, they're going to be doing this, and the photographer, the free photographer, gets to go around and document around that. Why is it that it's so hard for a lot of people just, and I say that with, with a little bit of humility. Why is it so hard for people just to enjoy the moment? Why is it so hard for people to get invited to a wedding, to be at the wedding? It's ridiculous to me that people feel like they have to document everything. And I've said this in past videos before, but if you document things for somebody, awesome. Make sure they get that. Don't just document it and then never give it to them. And photographers, I want you guys to do this. Every time you guys go to a wedding, kind of keep mind of what people are documenting and what people are shooting at a wedding. If they're shooting a video, or maybe they get maybe they put their hand into the aisle and they kind of shoot this video of the ceremony. See if it's ever tagged on them on Facebook or put on social media anywhere. You'll never, ever, ever see it, and I promise you that. And that's the sad part, because they actually could have ruined a possible amazing photo, but never going to see it. Steven writes, I did a free shoot for a City Hall wedding on the 22nd. I was pretty nervous and stressed out because it was my first ever wedding shoot. Steven, that's awesome. How did it go? Did it turn out well? I'm assuming by this you also did not write that you ruined their wedding, which is awesome. If you guys follow my past videos, I'm a huge fan of interning with other photographers for free before doing your own wedding, for the simple fact of weddings are a huge animal that we do not get to redo. But it sounds like you did great, and you know what? I am still nervous with every single wedding that I shoot, regardless. I get anxious. It's not nervous, but I get anxious, and I'm ready to go, and I'm amped, and I can't sleep the night before because it is a big day, and I don't want to ruin it. But I just want to have a good time. I want to make sure that it's amazing and make sure that my skills are up to par. Are photographers actually applying to work at her wedding? You know what? I have no idea. Let me keep going here. Let's see what you can find. To sweeten the deal, Vandenberg isn't even requesting that all the professional photos taken from the day be fully edited. We only need a few hundred of the photos to actually be edited, and then the unedited ones can be given to us as raw files on a USB so that we can do with them what we please. My fiance just started using Photoshop, and he can do a lot of really creative things with filters. Guys, this is like you're getting punked, right? This is the most punkiest punk of photographers ever. They want the raw files. No, never give your client raw files ever. They're already going to kill a copyright agreement with the fiance's just started using... Oh, he just started using Photoshop. Yeah, that's super, super easy. Just started using Photoshop, and he can do a lot of creative things with filters. That's not what Photoshop is. Photoshop isn't filters. She's talking about Instagram, guys. God, that's so annoying. So they want a few edited, because they want us to spend a bunch of time on the edited stuff, and then the rest doesn't have to be edited. She's so nice. I don't know if people are actually going for this, but, I want to see too. Vandenberg's offer to wedding professionals doesn't end with photographers. She is also on the hunt for a local caterer who can provide free meals for all of her guests and offering their finest seafood dishes, such as Atlantic lobster tails, beluga caviar, and bluefin tuna. The free sample idea works great at places like Costco. Chefs are basically getting free advertising for their services. Although I'm not going to be paying them for anything, I'm definitely going to my Instagram posts. We're also looking for a hotel that wants to boost its ratings by offering free rooms to all of our guests for the night. So in order for her to even contemplate or come at me and say, I'll shoot you, shoot me for free, and in turn I'll tag you to all my Instagram followers, she needs to have more than I do. That is hilarious. Here we go. Vandenberg published her ad 6 weeks ago and will be interviewing prospective photographers for the position beginning next month. When asked how many photographers had applied for the position thus far, she declined to comment. Frickin' Jesus Bajazes. Some of the comments, this can't be real. Is this real? I'm scared. I cannot. I'm sure it's a joke. That's just too much. Guys, I believe it has to be a joke. But if you guys go on Craigslist, I see this all the time. And, locally it happens with a lot of our magazines, our models, where people just don't want to pay, but they definitely feel like they have a huge push on social media and that people just want to book them. It's funny. It's funny, right? Ian wrote, yeah, Hannah, really saying that. Did my first wedding shoot last month here in the UK. Went really well. Lost 50 images. Only lost 50 images out of 500. What do you mean you lost it? They're just gone? What happened to those images? What happened? Tell me! Have you ever missed the kiss? No, I have not. Well, yes and no. I shot a wedding at a church. It was me, videographers, and out of nowhere, it's always a giant dude in blue. There was this giant guy in blue that was sitting second altar in, and the church was a really religious church, or at least the father was really religious, and well, I hope he is. He did not allow photographers or videographers past a certain pew. So we were in the back, ready to go, shooting like this. Like this. Shooting like this, ready to go with my 70 to 200, and then right when the dude stands up from the second pew with his camera, iPhone, and takes a picture. I look at the videographer, the kiss is happening, he looks at me, and we go, what the frick just happened? We lost, neither of us got it. The guy sits down, the father looks at me, we all look like we're crazy. Luckily, the father goes, you know what, guys? That was a fast kiss. Let's do another one. That's when we got our shot in our video. I am never one of those photographers to reset up a shoot. Oh, but my God, I was horrified as that was happening. I was like, what the frick happened? I don't want to have to reset that up. Oh, my God. Oh, so you didn't lose the images. They just weren't good images. Awesome. I thought your memory card got corrupted or something. Yeah, it happens. You know, it happens, but 10% is good. In fact, if you can keep 10% of your photos, that's good. So, sounds like you did pretty well. Steven writes, good thing I captured a bunch of pics and poses that they were kissing. Their kiss only lasted like a quarter. One thing that I do that hopefully you guys will start to do in the future is that I put a lot of time and effort into my clients before the whole wedding. What I mean is I spend a lot of time with them and go through a few things of the wedding. So one of the tips that I give them is, guys, everything's slow. When you're walking down the aisle, walk slow. When you kiss, breathe, kiss, and kiss slow, and hold it. And make sure that everybody can see you kiss. When you walk down, walk slow. I take the time to actually go through that, and I'll actually remind the groom too. I'm like, dude, when you go to kiss her slow. We'll grab a bunch of pictures. Everybody wants to sit there and celebrate with you guys. So, like, milk it out. And when I do that, then they actually think about it. The rings too, when people are putting their rings on, making sure that I always say, hey, I'm here. So when you guys are putting the ring on, just kind of tilt it out to me just a little bit so I can see it. If I don't get the ring shot, it's not the end of the world. I'll get some rings by itself, but whatever. I can't wear a ring when I edit. I've heard people ask their guests to unplug their wedding for a reason. Do you ask brides to do that? I suggest it to my brides. I don't ask them to do it. And for those of you guys that don't know what that is, an unplugged wedding is where you tell people to not bring their cell phones or any type of recording device. You guys have to sell it in a certain way. If it's an issue for you, cool. I can shoot around Uncle Bob's, bringing cameras, iPhones. I can shoot around on Uncle Bob's is a term that we use for amateur photographers who aren't hired but show up to a wedding using their gear. And they might have money. They might have good gear. So an unplugged wedding is where you basically tell your clients, or the bride and groom tells everybody, hey guys, we hire professionals. We like them to document everything. We don't want a bunch of your phones in the pictures. Please enjoy the moment. You have to sell this to the bride in a certain way. And the easiest way for me to sell that to my couple is, I offer to them, but like I said, I can do it around. But I always tell them, guys, if you really want this to happen, you need to explain to your guests that you have invited them to be part of the wedding and enjoy the wedding as the time happens right then and there. If they just wanted to film it and hang out, then they shouldn't be coming to the wedding because they can watch it later. People that film things will film it just like that, like I had my iPad earlier. They'll look right at it through the iPad instead of actually watching it happen. So if they're watching on a screen to watch on a screen later, they were invited there for a specific reason. Explain that to your client. They usually will put a sign up, and the sign will say something to that effect. We've hired professionals. To the effect of, we do not want your pictures or your phones in our pictures. That'll last us forever. And that will then make people think a little bit. If you're standing up there when the officiant or somebody says something like that to that effect, every guest will look at you and hate you because they'll be like, the photographer like probably has something on his contract where nobody can be shooting. And I always kind of look at everybody and I'm like, I didn't say anything. Did a lot and I felt bad. Yeah. And I don't suggest a full unplugged wedding. For instance, before, after, all that stuff during the reception, yeah, iPhone up, let's have some fun with it. I've even seen some photographers, which I want to do at a wedding one day, but I feel like it's super copycat, which is fine with me. I can copy anybody. Is everybody turning on the flash of their phone and lighting up the couple as they do their first dance, which is super cool. And they can film it at the same time, but keep the light on, and that way you get all this really cool light happening around. I recommend if you guys do an unplugged wedding or suggest it, only suggest it during the ceremony. That's the biggest issue. Otherwise, most people will see you, and as you make eye contact with them, they'll move for you. They'll be cool. They'll be nice guys. Yeah. So let's see. What else? What else are people saying on this? Somebody wrote, you didn't include her contact information. I need to get in touch with her before she picks someone else. It's a trap. I mean, I'm going to do one of these videos on YouTube ads for you guys in my local area. Because I go through YouTube all the time. I'm sorry, Craigslist ads. I go through them all the time just to kind of see what people are posting. I used to do it for Hatch to kind of talk to other potential photographers that would join our studio. Luckily, I don't have to do that anymore. But yeah, man, I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. Have you guys? I mean, like I don't mind traveling and doing an amazing wedding for an amazing couple, as long as I get something out of it. I think that's always a great idea. Other than that, though, that was crazy. So it's Saturday for me, guys, and I am getting ready to do I'm going to go to Nevada Museum of Art, do some detail shots, and then we're kind of doing a little Christmas celebration today. So we pushed it back a little bit, so I have a little bit more time. Trying to edit some wedding stuff, talking to you guys. But when I'm done with this video, first off, if you guys are watching now, I have at least 5 people on here. If you guys give me a thumbs up on this video, that would be highly, highly appreciative. If you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. It helps my channel. I'm so freaking close to 1,000. I can taste it. And if you guys are here, please share this video because this video is going to stay on YouTube after. I'm going to put some links and some stuff there below for you guys. I'll put the link to this to the article. It just won't let me do it while I'm recording right now, but I can do it after. Hey, Jamie. So how do people respond when you are upfront and frank about your policies? Do they counteroffer? I like how you do business, and and I've always wondered. So, Jamie, most people don't realize how things are done. For instance, they have an idea of how things are done, but when they actually talk to me, and I as long as you explain it to them in a positive and a reasonable way, people will understand. But I have a contract. I am professional at what I do. I present myself professionally, and everything I do has a reason. So, give me any example about a policy. Jamie, struggling with, like, tell me, and I'll give you an answer, and then you have to give them a why. But you always have to give a why, man. Like, you have to. Like, you can't just, hey, can I print my pictures at Costco? Yes or no, and why? Don't just say yes or no. No, you cannot. I'm a professional. I should be printing your photos. Give them a reason. So, give me a policy. Let me know what you're thinking, man. I'll guide you through it. Did you think any more to the question I asked you a month ago when you do YouTube videos, post pics? Yeah, Ian. So I thought I wrote back on. I think I commented back. So yes. But when I edit my videos, I actually edit through my iPhone, and I screenshot it through Zenfolio, which I have the app for Zenfolio. So I don't always have that information on me to actually put it on. But I haven't done one of those since. So I've uploaded. I haven't done one of those since. I have a bunch of videos to come up. But I also about the settings per se, because I don't worry about the settings. Although in any video, if you want to know the settings, I'm happy. Just comment below. I'm happy to put it in there. But as far as the photos go, the settings don't really matter because things can adjust, right? If my f-stop goes down, my ISO goes higher, my shutter goes higher, you know, stuff like that. It's not really about the settings per se. Also, like the flash power. I remember when I first started, I would always hound photographers. What are your flash settings, bro? But then it depends on the flash you're using. Am I using a speed light or am I using a studio box? So it gets to the point where the settings at that point don't matter because you have to tweak and play. And sometimes when I'm shooting, if I'm shooting at the studio with Alien Bees, I have no idea what the setting is. It's like half power, a little bit less than half power. I don't remember. It doesn't get documented, so some of that stuff I don't know. I would rather explain to you if you comment below on any video on how I did it and why I did it, and I'm happy to put the settings there. But the settings ultimately aren't what makes that photo work the way it does. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I thought about it, and I might do that, but I haven't edited a video since then in that style. You know, that's how we do it. That's how we do it. So, if you guys are new to this channel video right now, I'm at 30 minutes now. I said I was going to do 30 minutes. I'll hang out with you guys for a little bit longer. But yeah, let me know. I mean, you guys, we have a bride who will let you shoot her wedding for free. She will tag you in Instagram. She will tell everybody how awesome and amazing you are, but she will not pay you. You will get, also, she will allow you to use some of the photos in your portfolio. She doesn't want them all edited, but she does want all the raw photos so that her fiance, soon-to-be husband, will be able to edit those on a future date. What do you guys think? What do you think? That's crazy. I mean, this is our industry, but like, she said she's looking for caterers to do the same thing. I mean, listen, let's just pretend our overhead's really low. I already have my camera, I already have my gear, I already have everything. Well, if I'm a caterer and I'm doing food and she wants lobster and bluefin tuna, I'm gonna have to buy that tuna and that lobster. Who's gonna pay for that? I mean, caterers usually do I don't know, it's like a 400% markup on what it is. So if a meal costs them $5 to make, then they charge $20 at the table. But the $5 of that $20 pays for that food. That's crazy. Crazy. But Ian, yeah, let me know, dude. I'm happy to whatever. I'm happy to help in any way possible. You are the first person to ask that question. What percentage do you pay assistants for a wedding? Random question, I know. Not random. It's pretty good. I pay them $100 per wedding. Flat rate. It sometimes benefits them, sometimes benefits me, but usually it comes anywhere from $10 to $15 an hour. Also, my assistants are people that would normally possibly do it for free. I just never take anything for free, but they're also interested in photography. So it becomes a long day of mentoring sessions. And really what they're doing is holding lights for me, maybe pulling my bag around, being an extra hand for me. Sometimes I'll have them like go and grab a snack or something, or the bride's like, I forgot my bouquet, then we'll send them to get a bouquet. So it's not hard work. They do not shoot at the wedding at all. That's not what they're there for. If they're shooting, they're getting paid way more, but they're just there to hang out and help me. And then if they're done, they're done. But like I said, they have to be interested in photography, otherwise to make it worth it. Yeah. Right, Jamie? Up third, buddy. Up third. Stephen writes, I will never let anybody touch my raw files. So many Craigslist ad asks to shoot their wedding, but to give them raw files. So, after talking to a couple people about this, sometimes I'll get an email that says, Jeramie, we'd like to have all the raw files. And then instead of me being a dick about it, because guys, remember, you have to explain things to people because sometimes they don't know. They don't understand the industry. So instead of me going, absolutely not, how dare you try to take my raw files? Who do you think I am? I am not new to the game. I just asked the question, hey, so I normally don't do raw files, but let me ask you, why do you want the raw files? If they go, we want to edit them all ourselves, then that's a definitely, you know what, I'm going to refer you out to like everybody else but me. But if they go, oh, you know what, I was just hoping that I get a discount if you don't have to edit the photos. Sometimes people take the raw side of it thinking that that's the unedited, the easy part where I can just shoot and burn. Now, I'll always say no to that because shooting is 40% of the work and editing is 60% of the work. But now I get it. Now if I explain to them, you know what, I have to edit my own photos. You don't want to see what it looks like out of camera. That's where most of my creativity comes. Everything you see in my portfolio, I've edited. So I'm just never going to give you unedited photos. I do not feel that that's the work of a photographer. And then usually they go, and I booked a lot of weddings since then because of this, but they go, oh, I just thought I was trying to help you out. I would totally rather have you edit my photos than me try to edit them myself. I just thought that it would save you a little bit of time. And then you're kind of like, oh, I get it. Remember, educate, guys. Let's help educate our clients instead of just being rude ass peeps about everything. It's stupid. So back to this story, guys. So I read the whole article already, but anybody here, would they do this? I mean, would you guys shoot her amazing wedding? First off, she's not doing hair and makeup herself. She's doing it herself. I don't know if she's a hair and makeup artist, but I will tell you that usually, I mean, there's a reason that there's professional hair and makeup out there. And professional hair and makeup can make your work, first off, editing way easier. But secondly, the photos are going to turn out better because you have a professional. But if she's doing her own photos, why would I want to be documenting her face if her face isn't going to look good for my portfolio? Right? Right? Doesn't that make sense, guys? I feel like it makes sense. Let's see what other people are commenting on this as well. And this is on fstoppers.com, guys. The title of the article is Bride Generously Offers Her Wedding to be Photographed for Free. So we're giving full credit to F-Stoppers here. Somebody wrote, my favorite bit was giving out tablets to guests. Seeing a tablet or phone at weddings is one thing that really winds me up. I see these a lot, guys, on a lot of Facebook forums where photographers will shame the guests by taking like a giant picture of the entire ceremony and then just like circling every single mobile device to document. And like I said before, my mind would change a little bit if people took these videos and actually did something with them. For instance, if somebody's going to stand in front of me or in front of a videographer and document the bride walking down or the bride, or the, I always miss this, but like the dad giving the groom or the bride a kiss on the cheek, they better make that an amazing video and the bride better see it. I do a preview with my couples, usually, not right now, within like 2 or 3 after the wedding. We do like a studio and go through the photos, talk about the wedding, kind of just bullshit and just, you know, become friends again. And I always ask him, hey, did you guys see any videos or footage other than mine from your wedding? You know, usually I kind of know the answer because we're friends on Facebook, so I'll see some stuff that they've been tagged in and everything. But, you know, I'll specifically look at like somebody who's filming like the first dance. I'm like, they're like, no, nobody sent us anything. And they never see it. So, like I said before, if you guys are doing this at weddings and you're taking photos or videos or anywhere, Disneyland or whatever, and it's not doing anything, then you're ruining it for everybody else. But if it's amazing and something's happening with it, then I can give you a little bit of leeway. But that never happens. It never freaking happens. Hannah writes, I might have done it when I first started. That's what worries me. Poor newbie is going to end up with this bridezilla. Exactly. Guys, the best thing to learn when you're a new photographer in any field, you know, not even weddings, but let's say that you want to shoot a baby. You want to photograph a baby. Doing it for free? Get with a newborn photographer. Get with a videographer. Get with somebody in the wedding industry and hang with them. Hold a light. Ask them questions. I don't know if everybody's area is the same. I have a studio here called Hatch, which is amazing. And that's what we do. If somebody were to contact me and say, Jeramie, I want to go hang out with you at a wedding, then cool. Here's some dates. Let's go hang out at a wedding. Learn. I'd rather you learn and fail being a, you know, a second shooter or just learning for yourself through me rather than book a free wedding, kill their wedding day. All of a sudden you get a lady like this who writes an article that says, don't hire a professional, they ruined our day. When really, what's a professional? It's just somebody that calls himself a professional. Oh, frustrating. A lot of people are like, good luck, happy wedding. And you know what? I'm curious because all these comments are from October 18th. So obviously this was like October 17th was the article was written. I want to know, I want to know what happened to this. I want to know, can I find this girl? I'm going to see if I can find her while I have you guys here. What's her name? Her name is Chloe Vanderberg of Halifax, Nova Scotia. Let's do this. Let's try it on Facebook. Oh. This thing's lasting good. I have 28% left. It is. It's Chloe Vanderberg. Chloe with a C-H. So C-H-L-O-E. Last name is V-A-N-D-E-N-B-E-R-G. Vandenberg. And I'm finding some Chloe Vandenberg here, but no. It also pulls up wedding when I do this, so maybe let's see what happens. I can't find her. If you guys find her, let me know. But she probably pulled off. Ian said, did a photography shoot today at special needs school with Santa. Awesome, man. That's really cool. And it made me realize how lucky we are. Donated my fee back as it was a fundraiser event. Dude, I love that you did that. I love that you even spent time to do that. I do love that you charged a fee, and that way it comes in. Here in Reno, we're doing a holiday portrait event for our nonprofit, and our nonprofit goes back into the community for the arts. But we are spending our time shooting families on Friday, and all the money goes back. So we don't have a Santa there, but I do love the special needs aspect of it. I think that's really cute and creative, and anytime you can help, especially during the holidays, I highly recommend it. We used to be part of an organization here called Help Portrait. I ran it here, but it's a worldwide organization. It's happening everywhere. Probably happening this weekend. It's every December, and basically you shoot families for free. Or unfortunate families for free. You print right there. A lot of these families have never had a professional photo before in their lives, so you can give back to it. Hannah, I agree. She probably deleted her Facebook. Guys, as you guys are here, I'm winding down this video. I'm going to hang out with you guys for another 5 minutes or so and then bail. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Give me a thumbs up, please. That would help out so much. And if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. If you guys do like watching me, comment below. When this is over, I don't know if the live chat goes away. You can comment or send me a message on something that you want me to cover. I'm happy to do that in these random live stream videos, and of course I'll always leave it on. So if you miss me, watch it later. You can still comment below, and I will respond. I promise you guys. My goal here is to help everybody, and also just create a super positive community for photographers, so that we are all best buddies, and not being weird dicks towards each other. She did probably delete her Facebook. Crazy freaking lady. Oh, dude, I love these shots. The wedding that I'm editing now, which you guys cannot see. It was just it's just a really cool couple, man. Just really fun, really silly and sassy. Good, I like that. Awesome. So guys, as we wind down, it's Saturday. I'll probably be back here in a few days or so. Tuesdays and Thursdays are my least busiest days as far as shooting, because I try not to book shoots on those days, although I might have to during the holidays. But other than that, I hope everybody is doing awesome. I hope everybody's getting ready and winding down, getting past their family portrait season. A couple videos on the way are going to be maybe some marketing changes that I'm doing for 2018 and why. How to book mini sessions or how to set up mini sessions. I realize that mini sessions for families are probably done now. I do my mini sessions on off time, so I'll probably do one in January for families. Maybe how to set up your boudoir mini sessions coming up, and what you should charge, what you should deliver, what you should expect. But we'll talk about a few things there, but also, Steven, I haven't. So I have a list of critique videos. I do feel bad that I haven't done them, but the reason I haven't done them was I also feel bad that they're not going to be live unless I can figure out a way to have it right here. But I might just record the video and upload it as a critique session, and maybe just start doing series of critique 1, critique 2, critique 3, and just whoever sends it to me to critique. But I have a bunch, and they're literally sitting right here on my computer, and I look at them every day. So I might be doing that, and I think that might be easier for everybody. And that way you guys can rewatch the critiques, and I'll do it as honest as possible without me having to worry about live streaming it. Because live streaming is fun, but Jesus, I have to watch like all this stuff. Yeah, Hannah, I have yours too. Brahma, I have everybody. Booyah! Booyah! Awesome, guys. All right, I'm going to bail in 10 seconds. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great weekend. I am here. Live chat will go away. You guys can comment below. Leave me some messages. Give me a thumbs up. I will talk to you guys later. Find me on Facebook or other social media if you want to talk, or just comment here.